Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, we're going over another Coda weapon. That's right, we're going over the Coda Motovore. This is a brand new melee Coda weapon that has a shtick to it. It does 6 times physical status damage, and it also gains a buff depending on which status damage is the main status. I believe Impact gives it more attack speed. Puncture gives it more, I think, status damage, and Slash gives it more, no, sorry, Puncture gives it 1.5 melee range, and Status gives it, Slash gives it 100% status. We'll take a look at that after. All in all, it's a good melee weapon, and everyone should probably try it. You can build it out the same as you build, honestly, any melee weapon in the game. It works really well with combo, and it works really well without combo. The only thing is you'll probably want to build it, instead of going base status like Toxin, Heat, Radiation, you'll want to throw on physical statuses. Think Slash, Impact, think Puncture. Other than that, you should be good to go, because it is just, again, a strong melee weapon through and through. So let me know what you think of it, and let's go take a look at the build in the Simulacrum. Cool, so if we take a look at the Coda Motovore in the Simulacrum, let's take a look at the separate builds and just kind of talk about what's going on with this weapon. Fun fact, the weapon physically changes how it looks depending on what mod setup you have. If you look at the blade right now, it has these sort of slashy spikes, but if I go to a different config, it won't let me go to a different config. Looks like it's bugged out. There we go. If I go to a different config, you'll see these are spiky. And if I go to config C, now it's like rock, like soft rocks kind of. So if you have it with the main impact, status Slash, it'll be slashy. If you have it Puncture, it'll be stabby. And if you have config C impact, it'll be kind of like hard rocks. So what's super special about this? Unique trait. Receives 6 times physical damage from mods. Okay, and a different bonus based on the prevalent physical damage type, like what I was talking about before. Impact, 40% attack speed, Puncture, 1.5 range, and Slash has a 100% status chance, which means you can build this thing to be very goofy. I would recommend putting on 0 base status mods that are not Impact, Slash, or Puncture. Other than that, you can build this thing the exact way you build any other weapon. Just remember, instead of putting elemental statuses, put on physical, such as Slash, Puncture, or Impact. I am just kind of messing around with these builds, and they'll one-shot anything pretty easily anyways, but we'll take a look at each one by one, and then we'll take a look at a different weapon to show another like strong build. You can swap out Saxum Thorax right there for a different impact mod though. I think now that I have enough for, I can throw on Collision Force, but yeah, it's still pretty good overall depending on what sort of setup you are looking for. So this is my Slash setup. It has 100% increased status chance because it is Slash. Other than that, it's just a strong setup. I have melee duplicate here, but realistically, you can use any sort of melee mod. I just like duplicate, okay? You can use melee animosity. That means heavy attacks with Tennokai will probably one-shot everything. You can use melee affliction if you're doing your status, knockdown, yeah. So there's a lot of general setups you can do. Melee vortex if you like, if you throw on magnetic and then you do AoE. Such as like my Puncture one, I threw on melee Dowdy. This should do insane damage, so hey. Now let's just quickly take a look and see how this bad boy holds up. I'm not gonna throw on attack speed, just base Wisp attack, just so you can see, right? It's gonna take a little bit to build the damage. I do have condition overload on it, but it takes a second until everything starts activating and you actually get a proper kill. And then once you start getting kills, the damage will start going through the roof, right? It'll start ramping up with kills the way it's supposed to. And then when you get your attack speeds, it'll kill everything pretty easily. That's just kind of how melee goes these days. Not too shabby, not too shabby. You'll see, since I still have a lot of Impact Slash Puncture, it'll still throw the damage all around, so yeah. I do have kind of a goofy build on with 3 elemental mods and galvanized elementalist, so realistically, you'd be good to take one of these elemental mods off, put on something like primed reach, maybe primed pressure point so that you don't have to rely just on condition overload. You know, it's up to you. I just wouldn't bother throwing on any base status mods. Either way, this is the puncture build right here, quickly. Right. And I will also say this, combo builds, the same as anything, will absolutely destroy on these weapons as well. I just don't build combo builds, but it's worth noting, combo builds are still really good. Okay, no hate on them or anything. But once I build up my puncture, you'll see I have like higher crits with melee dowdy. Like this will probably be one of those stronger builds. I just hit 14, I hit 7 mil on a yellow crit. But the reason why this is a stronger build is because I believe I'm running my combo mod on this one, so it's just gonna hit a lot harder, and that's to be expected, right? So that's my other build with the Coda Motovore. I'm hitting Weeping Wounds right here instead of like these, which this is probably a more ideal way to build the weapon. I'm hitting Weeping Wounds because I get a huge amount of buff off melee dowdy. Obviously, if I throw on Weeping Wounds with Blood Rush over, let's say, True Steel or Blood Rush over something else, it'll hit even higher, right? Throw on Blood Rush, you just have to get a high combo, and then you'll be good to go. Again, though, I don't like running full combo myself, but if you want to hit big high crit, high damage red crits, combo is the way to go. Okay, it's important to note. Right here, I'm just building up my combo to max first, and now you'll see like, okay, well, we're gonna hit really high numbers. This thing's not a crit god though, so you're not gonna be seeing easy red crits. So if you do want to see easy red crits, maybe throw on melee, God, is it animosity? Yeah, but either way, this thing does indeed slap, okay? It is a really strong weapon, and I very much enjoy it. But you gotta remember too, the thing about Blood Rush is it won't red crit. I would throw Sacrificial Steel on there. I'm just missing right now one of my upgrades, right? Once I get this thing to max out, then I'll throw on Sacrificial Steel, because you really do want to take advantage of that 2x crit chance for heavy attack sometimes, and I think it would be really good with this thing. And another thing, like if you really don't like Galvanized Elementalist, you can swap that off too for one of the other mods. That's the nice thing about Warframe. There's like a billion ways to build things now. So you can kind of do whatever, right? If I throw on Sacrificial Steel there, I'm going to use this as my attack speed buff instead. Use my Wisp thing. And then you'll see, like, obviously the damage on this is going to be a lot higher, because we just have more damage. And then you're going to hit, like, millions, easy. So yeah, not hard. You can always build these melees to be kind of a powerhouse, however you so choose. And goddamn, I love it. But for now, let me fix that. I'll put it back on. I just need to get max rank, so it gives me a couple more capacity points to swap that out properly. But hey, that's the melee dowdy puncture build. And then on this last one's another melee duplicate, just with impact and like buzz, impact. I would probably still preferably only throw on 2 of these mods. You can do something like this, so you get less impact crit stuff more often, and it's like moved around. But still, impact is the max thing. So here you have increased attack speed, so you're still going to do a lot of damage. And then let's say you just want to do more crit, right? You throw on your boy Blood Rush, boom, right? Keep True Steel in right there, just as an example. And then you probably wouldn't want melee duplicate on this one. You'd want one of the other mods, but you know, we're just moving things around as a little example on how to kill things pretty easily. So we have the buff here. I'm gonna buff my attack speed for the fun of it. I just want to see how fast I start attacking. Nice. Right, okay, hit 1.24 mil off that orange crit. We're building combo here, so it's gonna be a little goofy. Just like, give me a sec. Yeah, not max comboing. We're not managing to keep enough quite alive. But you're still gonna hit insanely strong. Insanely strong high numbers. And if you want, of course, throw on combo duration, any more combo stuff that you so choose. I mean, it'll all work really well, so try it out. And if I keep just attacking with my melee, try to build up my combo to full. Hopefully I can build it up before I kill everyone. Remember, with impact, you do get more attack speed, so I'm already attacking really fast. Right, look at that. I'm still not hitting red crits, because this thing is not a, like, high crit machine, but we're still hitting pretty high off that. If I had a little bit more mod capacity on this one, just like a little bit more, I could swap out True Steel for my last mod. Right, I could throw on True Steel, swap it out for Sacrificial Steel on this setup, and then the amount of crits off heavy attacks might actually be red crits. But hey, depends what you want to feel like building. I think this is a good setup in general for the weapon. So let me know what you think about these general builds, but let's take this general Coda Motovore build over to Steel Path, and you can let me know what you think of it. Okay, everybody, now that we're actually in a Steel Path Warframe 1999 mission, let's check out the Coda Motovore with the build I was showing off before. So again, this isn't a combo build. This is the first build with Galvanized Elementalist. It's important to note, since all of these enemies are health-based, right? The viral damage of this weapon, or I guess it's on radiation, huh? If you add viral, it would help a lot more, but you'll still get a lot of damage on them because they're just health. So I'm just slapping. See how I hit 4.6 mil there? You're still gonna hit incredibly hard, no matter, even without a combo build. You do not need a combo build by any means. I like combo builds, I get it, but you don't need one. Like, I just hit 13 mil without any sort of combo build. It's not bad. And I'm not using my attack speed boost here just so you can see base the weapon. I'm only using Wisp's health boost, so yeah. As of right now, that is the Coda Motovore. It's such a good weapon. But here's the thing about a lot of the weapons. The weapons for the Coda weapons are either just like strong new weapons, or they are a upgraded version of the base variant. So the Coda Motovore is insane. It's really awesome. There's not like another, sorry, Motovore. There's not another Motovore in game, but this is a really cool weapon if you want to build around its interesting physical damage stat boost mechanic, right? Because if you do that, this thing's gonna slap. I've already shown you my basic builds, and they'll absolutely destroy all enemies. I haven't even upgraded all the mods, so it's not even at maximum power, right? So we're getting there. I could use one more mod upgrade with Sacrificial Steel, and then I'm done, but I don't need it, right? So yeah, this thing's good. I think they did a pretty good job with all of the Coda weapons being strong. It's just so far, I don't know if they did a good job with all of the Coda weapons being unique. Outside of so far what I've tried, the Motovore. It's a cool melee with a unique build mechanic, but it's still just a melee. Either way, kind of curious what everyone else thinks about this weapon, if you love it or if you hate it, and if you've built it at all fully. There's a bajillion different ways to build in Warframe, so do whatever you want as long as you're slapping the shit on the enemies. You're probably good to go. So yeah, let me know what you think, everybody. Sub, like, use Epic Games creator code Pupsker if you want to support the channel. Other than that, you can check out all the socials. Twitch is Pupsker. I have a Pupsker VODs Twitch channel. Epic Games creator code Pupsker. Yeah, just all the social medias, right? So thank you all. Cheers.